What is up, guys? Welcome to 2025. This is going to be my first podcast of 2025. And I thought I would kick it off with a little something. I got over here on my computer, I got 10 fitness questions that women have about like getting their journey started or just about fitness in general. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Obviously, well, welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Ariel. I am a gym owner and health coach. I have a brick and mortar in Binghamton, New York, and we actually coach people all over the country. So if that's ever anything that you're interested in, then just hit us up about it. But anyway, if you are a fitness enthusiast, you're on a weight loss journey, anything like that, give us a follow. Because we're going to be pumping out a ton of content for you guys that's going to be really valuable if that's something that you're interested in. Okay, so let's just go. Let's go. Started off with question number one. How can I build strength without using heavy weights? So I would have a question back. It'd be why? Why are we trying to avoid the heavy weights? I know that a lot of ladies are afraid of using heavy weights, either because they are not sure what to do or because they are afraid of getting bulky. The first thing is you are literally never at risk of getting bulky unless you're trying to. So it actually takes a lot of effort, time, effort, and energy in order to actually put muscle on. So if you think the most intense people that are trying to put on muscle would be obviously bodybuilders, and that literally is a full-time job. So if your full-time job is not eating and training, then you're really not at risk of putting on any like you're not going to bulk up. So don't be afraid of that. That's number one. Number two, if you don't know what you're doing, it is like that's when you invest in a coach. Get one. Go work with somebody. I don't care if it's only for like a month or so, just so you can learn the basics so that you feel comfortable going out and doing that yourself. But anyway, to answer the question, how can I build strength without using heavy weights? Use your body. People have been doing calisthenics for a million years. Obviously, it works. In building muscle, the most important thing is going to be forcing your body to adapt. So if you are somebody that can't hold yourself in a plank for a minute or 30 seconds to a minute, if you begin to practice that, you will gain the strength to be able to do it by doing it a lot over time. Easy peasy. So that's literally the answer is you're going to use your body and you're going to use all of the different muscle groups at goodness, you can start literally anywhere, especially if you're somebody that's not active right now. You can literally start with body weight squats and push-ups and do a fine job with your activity. Obviously, the intensity matters there. So hopefully that answers your question. Next, what I've got, what is the best way to stay motivated on my fitness journey? Because obviously motivation kind of fluctuates, but I have a couple ways of answering that question. How do you stay motivated? Well, it depends on why you're doing it. So in my experience, if you are just trying to fit into a bikini or something like that, that's usually not the biggest motivator because it's really not a big deal. when you think about it, it's literally not a big deal. And that's why a lot of people lose motivation when they are using something aesthetic like that as their like main driver as to why they're doing what they're doing. Your why is going to be the biggest thing that's keeping you motivated to continue doing this. And what we do here is we are training for longevity. We want to live long, healthy, pain-free lives, and just in case there is ever an issue like maybe a surgery or a fall or something like that, some kind of injury, you can bounce back much quicker if you have been fit or been working on being fit. So to answer that question, how to stay motivated during your fitness journey is purely going to be based on why are you even doing it. If you're doing it because you saw a family member that had a like diabetes and they ended up losing limbs or loss of life, like if those are your drivers, that's going to keep you moving. If you just like, oh, I want to look good for vacation. Okay, that's fair. A lot of us want to look good for vacation, but it's really not going to be something that is going to keep you going. Weddings, those are different. A lot of people want to, you're investing a lot of money in that, so you want to make sure that you look good for it. But Literally, in my experience, this is the last 11, 12 years that I've been doing this, the biggest drivers of motivation are health focused. So that's kind of something that you want to think about. If you're not thinking about fitness in terms of life, then it's probably not going to be as important to you. It's going to be harder for you to stick with it. If it's like purely aesthetically driven. So hope that helps. What do we got next? How do I improve my energy levels through exercise? This is actually so crazy to think about. It seems backwards, but when you exercise, or you're somebody that exercises regularly, you have more energy. You get more energy by exercising. Doesn't it seems kind of counterintuitive because it takes a lot of energy to, like, you know, put a lot of energy into your exercise, but that's it. That's literally it. Like, when you exercise, your brain releases all these feel good hormones, and then there you go. Your energy is higher. Also, on top of that, excuse me, let me just move this sucker really quick because I kicked it on accident. I got excited. Anyway, um, as far as energy goes, it releases feel good hormones in your body. That's number one. Number two is when you are somebody that is active, why don't we put it this way? A body in motion stays in motion, right? So if you're somebody that is moving and you're doing the things, active, going out for hikes, playing with the kids, going bike rides, all those kind of things, you're gonna want to keep moving because it feels good. It feels way better to not be moving. If you're like, if you ever been sick, say you had, like, I just had the flu, that's why I sound so crazy. Anyway, say you were sick and then it's finally time to get up and start moving again. You don't want to do it because you don't have energy. You're tired. It sucks. It literally does. It sucks. Your body hurts because you've been laying in the same position for days, and then it like makes you not want to move. But when you start moving, you want to continue moving. So that's where that energy comes from. Okay, what do we got next? What is the ideal workout schedule for busy women? Wait, busy women, huh? What is the ideal workout schedule for busy women? Literally, all you have to do is work out 3 times a week. That is it. You don't have to do much more than that. If you have a specific like body composition goal, you might want to do maybe 4, right? 3 to 4 times a week, and that'll be 30 minutes to 60 minutes a pop. That's it. I think that a really big misconception about starting a fitness journey or like trying to lose weight and stuff is people think that they have to go super hard, 3 hours in the gym every single day, and that literally is psychotic. Like, it doesn't make sense because who has time for that? No one. So for normal, busy parents, ladies, full-time job, XYZ, all you need to do is work out 3 times a week, 30 to 60 minutes. That's it. Obviously, again, intensity matters. So you want to make sure that if it's a shorter workout, the intensity should be higher. Longer workout, obviously, intensity should vary. But generally want to make that a resistance workout. That means just use weights. Okay. How can I prevent injuries while working out? Dude, working out is injury prevention. Literally, working out is injury prevention. I'll tell you a quick story about, I'll use me as an example. Last year, I had knee surgery. A lot of people, when they have surgeries, are deconditioned. Luckily, I am not because I work out. And if I was deconditioned, it would have taken me much longer to get my range of motion back, much longer to get my body moving the right way. And it didn't because I took care of my muscles and took care of my body before. And then also I did my PT and I did the things I was supposed to do in order to not stay hurt, you know? So long story short, how do I prevent injury? Number one, make sure that you're doing the things correctly. Number two, don't be a hero. Don't try to like go in, say you go to a workout with your friend and she's been working out consistently for 6 months. Don't go in there and try to keep up with her. You're not going to. You know what I mean? Then you're going to hate it and then you're not going to come back. So don't do that. Don't try to keep up with people that you see online. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Do your own thing, work at your own pace, and build. This is truly all about building. You can't just like go in there balls to the wall and think you're, Superwoman or something. That's literally how you get hurt, is trying to do things that you are not quite capable of yet, just because you saw somebody else do it. So another thing is, I said, what did I say? I don't remember. Whatever I said first. On that note, get help. Like, I don't know why people feel so like weird about asking for help. Like, you literally don't know what you're doing, and that's okay. Like, I'm not a dentist. I don't know how to clean my own teeth, like stuff like that. Like, I can brush them, that's it. But like, I'm not an expert in dentistry, so I go to a dentist. I'm not an expert in accounting, so I have an accountant, right? So think about fitness that way. If you don't know what you're doing, go get a coach. That's literally why they're there, to make sure that you don't get hurt and that you see a result. Literally, that's why we do this. So, hope that helps. Next, can I stay fit without going to the gym? Of course. Like, of course you can. Um, Having a gym membership or going to the gym is not the number one way to stay fit. Like, let's think back to, like, I don't know, ancient times or whatever. Do you think, well, ancient times they were going to the gym, just so you know, the Greeks and Romans, big influence there. Anyway, uh, no, you don't have to go to the gym. Back in the day, people were working all day long. Excuse me, manual labor all day long. That's literally how like humans are meant to be moving, is by like doing stuff all day. Why we exercise is so that we can do those things without being exasperated from like doing the tiniest things. Like, you got to think of things that way. As far as fitness goes, it's literally not all about weight loss. It's about living a healthy life and being able to do things that humans do without getting hurt or literally not being able to complete it. There's like, there, I don't even know what the percentage is, but like, so many people can't even like complete a push up. But you think about that, like literally think about that. Where do you use a push up in just like everyday life? Well, possibly getting out of bed, maybe if you fell, getting up off the ground, like moving your body from point A to point B shouldn't be painful. And if it is, that is a problem. That's the stuff that we are fighting against. Like, that's what fitness is. It's not about aesthetics. It's literally about not being hurt and being able to accomplish literally everyday tasks. Like, if it hurts you to sit down and stand up, that's bad. You should be moving. Anyway, back to the question. Can I stay fit without going to the gym? Absolutely. You don't need a gym membership. You literally can exercise in your living room. You can walk outside. They even have parks now that have like the fitness equipment in them where you can go do things outdoors. And also, using everyday things around you. Simple. Very simple. And on top of that, you do have to be able to eat well, and eating well has nothing to do with the gym. What role does hydration play in fitness and weight loss? Um, well, that's kind of a lot. There's a long answer and a short answer, but the short answer is obviously you need water to live. Water is the elixir of life. It should be your number one drink choice. A lot of humans, a lot of people in general, literally like overlook water. They drink every single other thing except for water, and that's crazy when you think about it. It's 0 calories. Literally 80% of your body is made up of water, and staying hydrated is so important, because when you're not hydrated, your body holds on to literally everything that's inside it, whether that be, goodness, like inflammation of any sort. Inflammation is what makes your body hurt. So like, say you bump your knee or something, you see it swells up a little bit, that's inflammation. But inflammation comes from the type of foods that you eat as well. So you can't flush it out if you're not hydrated. Also, as far as exercise goes, lactic acid buildup, like soreness, lactic acid buildup, you can flush that out with water as well. Water and movement. Whoa, look at that. The key to life: water, movement, and not eating crap that makes your body inflamed. Okay, last question. How can I manage cravings while sticking to a healthy diet? Well, what is healthy to you, right? That's gonna be the first question. What is healthy to you? Healthy, there's a range there. So there's like ultra clean. and ultra processed, and then there's a couple steps in between, and you want to get as close to ultra clean as possible. And if you can manage to get yourself from one side of the spectrum towards the center and towards the top half, which is ultra clean, you're not going to experience those cravings as much. Generally, this is, I hope that people know this, but as far as cravings go, a lot of people have like sugar cravings. Sugar is literally a drug. It is like the most abused drug in the world. So you're gonna have cravings for it, but you just have to learn how to swap things out. That's gonna be the easiest way to mitigate those kinds of cravings. So for instance, I love fruit. I love grapes and clementines and bananas, and I love cherries, like things like that. Poppable things. It has sugar in it, but it's literally like derived from nature, so it's not like added sugars. Those are the things that you want to go for. Swap those kinds of things out. So I don't know who just goes out and munches on a candy bar, but instead of going and getting a candy bar, have a handful of fruit instead of that, and there you go. That's a super simple fix there. And also, if you didn't know, I have a massive sweet tooth, and I'm not like a big I'm not like a big like, I don't eliminate things from my diet except for if it's like really really bad super processed stuff. We do bake a lot. We do a lot of like pastry things because I really like them. And I eat them. Schedule it into your tracker. If you don't track, that's something that you should start doing so that you can see what your habits look like. You can see your habits if you write them down. If you don't write them down, then you have no idea, because I don't even remember what I did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like most people that are pretty busy. Anyway, I hope that helps. Swap things out that don't work. And the key to a happy, healthy life is literally movement and fueling your body correctly. I hope that you guys could gather that from these 10 questions that I had here today. Next week, I'll have another 10 questions that I'll answer for you. And I would love it if you would like, share, comment. If you have any questions that you have specifically that you want answered yourself, please feel free to drop it in the comments. I will answer every single one personally. So that's it, you guys. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon.